like in Brandy, it's just like, you know, this.
It wasn't educational. It was more like situational stuff. Like
they have some teachable moments up there too. You know, some teachable episodes about, you know, teenage pregnancy. Domestic violence, and, you know, the usual stuff.
They put Miles through all that. Miles was the lesson, like.
And Brandy's boyfriend,
Q-Tip.
Yeah, he was in and out of prison, not prison, jail.
Who knows what he was at?
Jail. They showed him in jail on the show.
But I mean, did you think about how all the shows interacted with each other? I didn't know like that show mixed with the Parkers. I mean, I knew, but I didn't know like some of the like episodes like cross each other.
Yeah, I didn't either. The first MCU, man.
Yeah. And then like a lot of those shows.
What? Did you say MCU, bro? Yo, you stupid.
They had a lot of all those shows used to have an episode. I'm telling you.
Don't nobody doing that.
You stupid. Didn't you just post earlier today too about Mortal Kombat?
Yep.
When that joint coming out?
It's coming out April the 10th. I'll let you know. I'll probably have a watch party.
I'm coming.
Everybody's really excited about it.
I'm coming, bro.
Are you cooking chicken wings?
The first one they made,
I don't know what I'm cooking, but it's gonna be some food though.
That shit was trash.
And drink.
Even when I watched it as a kid, I was like, this shit's trash.
I went and saw Mortal Kombat 6 times in the movie theater. I made my brother take me 4 times. I made my mom take me twice. They hate that movie. Even though it was terrible, like, I loved it just because I was so obsessed with Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
If
it come on, I would sit down and watch it today, even though it was terrible.
Ain't it on Netflix
right now?
I think it's
I think they took it off.
It's a different version. It took it off because now this one is coming on. They don't want people going and trying to watch them. Like it's dumb.
They might have it on HBO Max now.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because the other one dropping on HBO Max. I'm just glad I got the fatality in there.
Just got HBO Max. Yeah. Shout out to the cuz for bringing it through.
Oh, I need to put my name on it.
Huh?
I need to put my name on it.
Nah, you just come sit your ass down and watch.
See, I don't do y'all like that.
It ain't mine.
Okay, I get it.
I said shout out to cuz. I didn't say I paid for it. Man, if I paid for it, you know, you can get a profile. You know what I'm saying? I got you. I've been using Hulu for like 5 years now.
He called me. He was like, "What's wrong with the Hulu?
Right.
Why he knows something wrong with it and I don't?"
Yeah, yo.
He called all the time.
Hey, our Hulu ain't working, yo. What's going on with you?
I was like, "It's not." He was like, "No." I was like,
yo, I've been in here trying to do it on all my apps, like phone, Xbox, Roku. It ain't working.
I'm like, it's not working.
Hey, I done hit her up one time, be like, yo, did you change the package?
Right, he was like, we used to have, I was like, I took it off.
Yeah.
Only put on there to watch, I think it was like Insecure or something. It's back off. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got HBO Max to watch Insecure.
Just watch Insecure, yeah.
I'm saying
and Game of Thrones, and then I couldn't.
She had it up there. I'm talking about, I caught a couple of good flicks. I went back looking for the good shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, fuck, man. Yo, Whiteside, what's going on, man? You making changes without consulting the conference. Like, need
Sorry, though.
Consult with the team.
He got so bad, he was like, I had to call him. I was like, what's my password for Hulu? I forgot, but he knew.
Yeah, bro. It's real. You know what I'm saying? I love our Hulu.
Nah.
Anyway, Whiteside, what you got, man? I know you wrote some stuff over there.
I did. So, he said mine was deep. I don't think it was deep, guys.
A little bit.
It wasn't that deep. It wasn't. So I'm gonna read this, but I just want everybody to tell me like their thoughts on it. It's not that deep.
It's a poem.
It's a phrase.
It's a haiku.
A haiku. So the phrase is everybody. What? Everyone wants to be the sun to brighten up somebody's life, but why not be the moon to shine on somebody's darkest hour? Ooh. See, it's not that deep.
Deeper than
That is. I like that.
I'm proud, though. We need to post that.
Right.
So I mean, like, okay, what does that mean to you?
Just be there when somebody, like, I guess for me, I would say more so just being there for somebody, you know what I'm saying, when they are at their lowest point, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to be there for a motherfucker with everything happy, everything good, everything on the up and up. Yeah, I'm here, I'm here. But where you at when I'm at my low point?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I really need you the most. You know what I'm saying? And I can say, I'm going to say this on camera, yo. you, my friend, have been there for me when I have been my low points, and I thank you for that.
We're not crying today.
Oh, you guys.
I tried to.
What come to y'all mind when y'all hear that, man? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna let.
Where y'all take y'all like?
Along the same lines.
Yours on the same line, but tell me what your line says though.
My line. Okay.
Yeah.
See,
Trying to
you
get
got me on the spot.
That's that. I know what that be. I know what that answer mean. Like, I don't want to think about it,
I
but
don't
I'm
want
gonna.
to think about it. God, it's so heavy. It's like I'm like vibrating over here. It just made me feel so good.
Sure you ain't vibrating for the wrong reason.
Mind your business. Mind your business.
Got a little toy in your pocket.
Ooh, don't get her distracted.
Right. You know my mind go all the way. Gosh. That's. Ooh, I don't know now.
All right, you got a minute. I'm coming back to you.
Yeah, come back to me.
In a minute.
Ooh.
Chaz, what do you think?
Oh, the sun and the moon phrase?
Uh-huh.
I feel like it's like the same thing but different.
You feel like both of them are like stars?
I mean, both of them shed light.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when the sun comes out,
It's
it's no longer dark. Right. The moon come out, it sheds light on the darkness. So, I mean, I feel like as long as you're there for someone, whether that be during the daytime or the nighttime.
I don't think the moon is as light as we give it credit for.
You mean that it's bright?
Yeah.
Oh, it's bright.
I think it's brighter than what we give it credit
Oh,
well, no, I mean, it is, of course, in the big picture scheme of things, though. And the only reason, like, when you said what you said, right, I remember when, back home, I think this was, like, back in, like, 1999, we got hit by a hurricane. And the power was out on my whole town for, like, a week.
Nighttime.
And then nighttime, the moon would shine, but you couldn't see shit. I'm talking about, it was so dark. Like, yo, when you stepped outside, you had to have a flashlight just to see 10 to 15 feet in front of you. But you look up at the sky and the moon,
it's shining, yeah.
big as a motherfucker. Like, almost like you can touch it.
Sky.
Yeah, but it's dark.
I like, in the country it was even nicer. I feel like it was even darker. And like you could see the moon better and the stars.
Yeah, you can see the stars better.
Like you can like, when I go down to like, 252.
It's like you can touch them.
It's so, yeah, it's like a whole different, like, you'll feel like you're somewhere else. But when you go out to the country, like the outskirts of any town, any place, the nighttime is just, it's prettier to me.
That's real though. That's like when I first started working, driving trucks. You remember? I think I told you about that. I was looking up at. I seen a UFO too, yo. Y'all believe in UFOs?
Yes.
Y'all seen them?
Definitely, yo. Cause I mean, I was driving, yo. I was riding, and I'm in training. I'm looking at the sky. I'm like looking at this star. I'm like, yo, this shit is so bright. Like, why is this star so bright? And I'm looking at it while we riding down the road, and as I'm staring at it, the brightness just starts slowly decreasing. And I'm like, am I tripping? Like, damn, it's getting dimmer and dimmer. So it finally disappears. So I'm like, yo, that shit crazy. Like 20 seconds later, that motherfucker was all the way on the other side. I was like, oh shit. So my trainer, I was like, bro, look, like pull over and look. And he looking, he like, man, that shit bright. I said, yo, it was just over here. It was just over here. He was like, what? So I started trying to explain to him what I seen, yo. I was like, man, that's crazy, yo. Like, I mean, I had always kind of like thought, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think God gonna create. Like, I feel like on other planets, we probably aliens.
You feel like we look like aliens to other people?
To other planets, you know what I'm saying? Like, we walking around here with hats and glasses. You know what I'm saying? Aliens got 3 eyes, so they got good vision. You know what I mean? So they like, why they wearing glasses? Like, why they wearing hats? It ain't even cold. Like, their skin just adjusts to the
We can
temperature.
all be aliens. We can all be aliens, but
Shit, Q and I believe that the Democrats is reptiles.
I'm not going there today.
Okay,
That's why they at where they at.
I'm not going there today.
Lock the fuck up.
Crying. standing there forever.
Bro, my thing though, and
Them
I
niggas can't
swear,
save
though,
you.
bro, I really want to talk to a Trump supporter and ask them why is it so hard to believe that he lost? Like, that's my only question. Why is like every president get 4 to 8 years?
I can answer it for you.
You a Trump supporter?
I'm not a Trump supporter, but I can answer it for you. I can answer it
That
for
is
you.
a nigga that look
It,
like
it has everything to do with because a lot of them they watch the networks every single day. They don't go and read articles
True.
that
They
have
just
factual
catch the
information.
headline.
They're not actually watching the news. They're watching people who have opinion shows. Like Tucker Carlson has an opinion show. He's not a journalist, so he can say
Sean
whatever
Hannity.
he wants to. It's not fact. He can
Yeah.
just say whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And since it's set up to look like a news station, they believe it. And then
But
the
the thing
news
is
station
crazy.
tells them, don't listen to the other news stations because they lying. And then Donald Trump say, don't listen to the other news stations because they lying. Only Fox News is telling the truth. And then when Fox News, the rare occasion that they do get on him, then he say, don't listen to Fox News. Them niggas lying too.
Go listen to
It's
OAN.
all fake
Go
news.
listen to Newsmax.
So then you only get your news from Facebook and Instagram, which is
That's
people
true.
reposting stuff that ain't the truth.
Yeah.
And then you just believe these conspiracy theories because it just, I mean, why not? Everything else makes sense. Or why not? I question everything else. Now it's people on the news that was in QAnon that's out of QAnon.
Actually, and they saying, I seen a white lady say she
trying
was
to figure
like,
out why they was brain.
how did I get sunk into it as deep as I did? You know what I mean? And it was just like, I guess they were saying that the algorithms and how they would like a certain thing here and like a certain thing there, and then all of a sudden those type of things just kept popping up
Definitely.
on their timeline
Man.
and things of that nature.
Your phone. Go to your phone after you have a conversation about something.
Oh, I know.
Mentally,
I
there's
know.
there's definitely something fundamentally different in terms of like how the wires connect between white and black people because ain't nobody black. Ain't nobody black has shit to do with that.
Bro,
Like,
black folk in there?
I feel like all black people was watching TV like, this some shit, whatever. This some
Yeah.
white people shit.
Yeah.
That's how I looked at it. This some white
It
people
was
shit. This ain't
definitely,
got nothing to do with
it was
me.
some black people in there though.
It was some black people in there, but it was so few that it don't represent the majority of us.
Oh yeah, you right.
Right. But it was too many white people not to represent the majority to try to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
y'all know what Black Lives Matter out there.
Right.
You know?
Right. That's
Okay.
real though. But I do follow this black dude who a Trump supporter on Twitter. That guy is funny.
Seen the one that
He
came to
go
North Carolina.
hard.
That joke was funny.
He,
was out there.
the way he be going on his rants, boy, he extra spicy.
I watch all of that stuff because I really try to gain perspective as to like why.
Yeah. That's why I
And it's
said
like-
I love him, bro. I love him. You know what I'm
You still
saying?
look at your answers just like, okay.
Hey,
It ain't for me to
it's out of my
understand.
control.
It's not for me to understand.
Yeah. I know. I don't know. I tell you about the situation. I almost hit this dude in Lowe's. This white dude in Lowe's, yo, on God. So he had on "Keep America Great" mask on.
When you read it.
Huh? Nah, it was blue,
Okay.
but it had "Keep America Great" on it. So I had on a Florida State Seminole mask, and I walked past him, and he looked at me and he was like, "Oh, I guess you next, huh?" The fuck you just say to me? That's why I said I feel like I got anger problems, because I
You got
went
mad.
all the way there without even second guessing what he could have been talking about. And he saw my reaction and he was like, "Whoa." I was like, "What you just say to me though, bro?" He was like, "Your mask." I was like, "What about it?" He was like, "They made the Redskins change their name, so I guess the Seminoles are gonna have to change their name next." And I was like,
Yeah, you got real upset.
"Huh?"
You got real upset.
No, I didn't. I was like, well, actually, Redskin is considered a derogatory term versus Seminole is a term of endearment. It's the name of a tribe. You know what I'm saying? An actual tribe. So that's why they're not going to change the Seminole.
No, I meant you got.
Oh, but on the
defensive
inside, though,
when
yeah.
you- yeah,
I got
okay.
that kind of mad when you start itching right here real fast.
No, I don't get that.
It was instantly, I was itching underneath my arms, yo. I was like, yo,
Fair place to itch.
when I get mad, that's where it's
You
kind of.
might have anger for a problem.
Man, it is what it is. I tell you one thing, that motherfucker got slapped with stool lid. Bow!
Or like
Be
asking,
open.
see, that's.
Huh? How you gonna tell me I'm gonna be next though, bro? Like he need to choose his words better. He should have led with. You think they're gonna change the Seminoles
That
next?
goes back to what we were talking about. You can't control what people say.
I
You
ain't
can
trying to
control how
his
you
reaction.
react.
Right, but what he could have controlled
No.
was his messaging.
No, that's his.
He could have controlled
That's
his
his
messaging
right to
better.
speak. It's your control of how you react.
But you have to. Alright, you're right.
I
I'm
know.
right too. I'm right too. Though.
I get it.
Nah, I'm for real. Right? No,
I mean,
don't pat me.
okay.
Because I'm
Cause
being
like
right.
think like if he did mean it and you would have hit him and you went to jail and you tried to plead out in court.
Well, nah, I'm smart enough to ask for clarity. See, that's the difference.
Oh, so you did ask for clarity, like you did ask him.
Yeah, like no, what the fuck you mean?
Oh, okay.
No, well, before I said what the fuck you say.
And that's what I mean by, because then it just went a whole different playing field without even getting a simple clarification first.
But that was
I know it was your initial reaction.
right. But he gave clarity
Right.
with my question.
Yeah, he was scared, but that was because it had went the wrong way. Like, if you had said, "What the fuck you say to me?" I'm instantly getting defensive. Like, why the fuck you cussing at me? And all I meant, like, it could have went so many different ways based off your initial reaction.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it could have.
Depending on the person.
It put it on the,
Cause if
right
it's
person.
with another person that's ready to go
Yeah.
and all
Yeah,
TTG.
or somebody who really
yeah,
like.
Right.
and they super defensive
Right.
and like somebody cursing at them is a
Exactly.
trigger.
I think it would have had to be a type of person who was saying it with the intentions that I had in mind.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like
they had to be on the
next,
same.
Fuck Black Lives
If
Matter.
it was something he was
shit
really
like
saying, like your reaction, it could have went something like he could have really meant that.
That. I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, it is now because we can't go back.
Right.
Let's just go back to what we're saying is